Well, good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion. I'm coming to you from Los Angeles International Airport, and we are out of here. Today we're taking off to Ohio to go visit my grandpa for a little while. Everybody seems to love hanging out with him. I really love hanging out with him, and we're gonna see the rest of my family for a little while. Have a great time. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. Yeah, the airports are not quite as busy as they used to be, but supposedly I'm gonna have a full flight. Some people don't like the journey to get to their destination, but me, I love it. I love every bit of traveling. Even the bad parts, I love it. I always pretty much end up on a wing somewhere. No complaints as long as it's a window.
Terminal 7, make a right.
Well, they just canceled our flight.
Is there. They have agents that will help assist you for finding.
Well, they basically told us that there was a light on the plane that wouldn't work, so we had to get off the plane. Now I'm seeing if they can rebook me. In that big long line behind me, they were all on my flight, need to get rebooked too. So our update is, instead of me flying out at 11 a.m., I'm now flying out at midnight tonight. So they have ruined my day. Thank you, United Airlines. Well, all right. It's now 10 p.m. We're gonna try this again, see if our plane this time takes off and gets us to Dayton, Ohio. Fingers crossed. You know, I was just thinking as I was walking through here, I think I jinxed myself on the first try this morning when I was walking down the tunnel and I said to the camera, I love traveling, I love everything about it. Well, I don't love this part about it, I'll tell you that much.
Guests may be asked to adjust or remove their face covering during TSA screening. Smoking.
Alright, here we go. Second attempt of the day. I'm not gonna say it this time. I'm not gonna say anything about liking to travel. Nothing.
This is something we take very serious here at United. When stowing carry-on baggage,
At least I got a lot of extra room up here.
In front of you, additional space overhead.
Alright, here we go. We're actually departing. Well, we've made it to Chicago for a 3-hour layover on our way to Dayton. Cool bench. And this one too.
Those boarding passes, we do board from back to front. One person, one carry-on. Honors Express.
We're off to see the family, the wonderful family of Oz. I just overheard we're on a flight of a whopping 10 people. by Chicago. Should only be an hour flight because we have a time change when we leave Illinois, so looks like it's a 2-hour flight, but it's only 1 hour. Officially in Dayton. Let the fun begin. You can see airplane imagery already. Home of the Wright brothers. And there they are up on that wall. Wilbur and Orville. Well, Orville and Wilbur, I guess I should say. Now let's go see my family. Yep, we're definitely in Ohio. I have family buried in there. We are definitely back in Ohio. This cemetery, come up here to the left, I have family in that cemetery. So I really had to laugh. We've been out driving around and we've been behind this hearse that the license plate says, "I embalm you," and they have a Pornhub casting car sticker on the back. You never know what you'll see in Ohio. There he goes. Very patriotic.
How can I help you? You can say flight status, book a flight,
Customer service.
reservation, mileage plus, or more options.
Customer service.
I think you're asking to be transferred to an agent. But if you answer just a few questions, I can quickly help you with your request. Let's try again. How can I help you? You can say flight status, book a flight.
Customer service.
Reservation. I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Operator.
Okay, one last question before I transfer you. Are you traveling entirely within the United States or Mexico?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Please hold while I transfer you to an agent who can assist you. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes.
Hi, my name is Sandra. Thanks for calling United. How can I help you today?
Hi, yes, I just wanted to let you know I'm recording this call. I had a problem on a recent flight with your airline. I got on the flight, we taxied out to the runway, and we sat for over an hour, only to have my flight canceled, rebooked for 13 hours later, and you cost me over $150 in Uber getting back and forth to the airport. So I want you guys to do something to make it right.
Okay, and you already request, it would explain in the website?
What? Can you say that again?
You put explain in the website? Customer care?
Yes, I'm trying to get to customer care.
Okay, but it's on the website.
No, I need to speak to someone. What's the phone number to speak to someone?
We don't have the line in the customer care here. It's only on the website through an email, and you fill the form and send the email. And they reply to you.
No, ma'am. I want to speak to someone. And I told you I'm recording this call. I actually filmed my entire flight, the cancellation, everything, the lines, all that stuff. So I want to speak to someone. If not, I'll just put this recording on the video when I publish it.
This call is recorded for us too, sir.
I know that. I told you before I started that I was recording this, so I have every right to use it. I'm trying to get you to do the right thing for my upcoming flight. If you won't help me, then I will proceed no longer, and I will publish this on the video. Please transfer me to someone in customer care.
Okay. I'm going to talk first with my supervisor because one more time, we don't have a line in customer care, but...
Okay, so what you're telling me is United Airlines does not have a phone line for people to call for customer care? So for all of you watching at home, basically what I'm trying to accomplish out of this, since I had to come to the airport, I got on a flight, it was canceled as you saw in the video and everything. I actually had to go home, $50 for an Uber to get home, $50 to get back, so in total that was 3 trips. So what I'm trying to do is I have a
This call may be monitored or
2
recorded
connection
for quality
flight
purposes.
home. I want them to make the second part of the flight first class.
Stay on the line and your call will be answered by the next available agent.
I think that's pretty fair, don't you? I have a flight from Dayton to Chicago, and from Chicago to LA, I want them just to give me an upgrade on Chicago to LA.
Customer care. This is Marina.
Hi, Marina. My name is Jordan. I'm also recording this for customer care. I had a very bad flight experience with you guys, and I filmed the whole thing. So what I'm trying to do is get you guys to do the right thing and help me out on my return trip home for all the inconvenience and all the extra money that I had to spend to get here. And I can give you my flight information. I can explain to you what went wrong. All I want is for you guys to do the right thing.
Really? Well, Jordan, thank you for letting me know that you're recording it because we record as well.
Right.
Everyone will know what's going on.
Yeah.
I am Global Services Customer Care. Do you have a mileage plus number, sir?
Hey, no, I don't. I can give you my confirmation number for United.
I cannot help you. You're not in the right area, but I can get someone. Give me briefly what happened with this situation.
I had supposed to have an 11 a.m. flight. We got on the plane, we went out to the tarmac, and we waited for over an hour. Then they said, we have a light out, so we need a technician to come on board. 15 minutes later, they said, we actually have to go back to the terminal so that the technician can get on board. The technician got on board. He said he couldn't change the light, and they canceled our flight and rebooked everyone. So when they were able to rebook me, the flight was actually for 13 hours later for midnight. So I had to take another Uber home and then another Uber back. So that was 3 Ubers totaling $150 before I ever left the airport. And I also lost a day on my rental car because you guys didn't get me out in time, and I lost a day on my travel. So what I want is I want them to, on my return flight back, I have a connection. I want them to upgrade me on the last part of my flight. I think that's fair for as much as I had to overspend and as much as I lost.
Well, Jordan, I could see where you would feel that that would be, you know, an adequate exchange for your inconvenience. However, rarely does it get negotiated, and upgrades are never a compensation. So let me do this. Give me the confirmation number that you have, please.
Okay, it is GKY2. And the reason I asked for that is because I've gotten vouchers from you guys in the past, and every time I try to redeem them, there's some stipulation in the fine print that you won't allow me to redeem them. So they've all been useless. I've never been able to use any of them.
Well, millions of people use them, Jordan. So I don't know what your specific situation is. I know that you cannot use them on another carrier. You cannot use them on like international Star Alliance carriers, but they're good as a cash value, and they're good for 2 years from the date of issue if you were to receive an electronic travel voucher with a monetary amount on it.
Well, the last time I tried to use it, they wouldn't accept it over the internet, and I called and she said that they couldn't accept it there either, and it wasn't expired.
Okay, why?
She said something about that those were only good if there was an open seat on the flight, or when at takeoff if there was only an open seat on the flight or something like that. So I just never bothered to try again.
I don't know what information you had, but it's like currency. It's not stipulated by an open seat on the flight, unless of course the flight is full.
Right, the flight wasn't full. But what can we do for this one?
I can't do anything for you on this one. Again, I'm Global Services Customer Care. I handle only past state experiences, not negotiating future compensation.
Okay, so is there anybody you can send me to, or is just like our dead end? Because I'm going to publish this call, so I just wanted to give you guys a fair chance to do something.
We would not discourage you from doing anything you felt was relevant to your situation. So don't misunderstand. I'm not telling you not to do anything. What I'm telling you is you're not in the right place. I'm sorry you got sent here. And for future, I can get you a current day supervisory person like a lead, but I'm telling you, Ms. Zoe, that it's not going to be negotiated to an upgrade. If you want to submit your concern about the delay, you can do it via an email at united.com/feedback.
What do they normally do in these situations for people that had to spend extra money because their flight was canceled or delayed by 13 hours? What do they normally do? Do you know?
I do know.
What do they do?
Within reason, we do have stipulations and guidelines. We do reimburse. We will reimburse for transportation. We have a limit to the transportation reimbursement. We reimburse that sometimes there's a hotel necessary, but not at the boarding point, because we believe you're home. So we do reimburse for things, and we require a receipt.
Okay. Can you send me...
It rarely does it involve litigation.
Can you send me to the proper department to do this then? Because as much as I spent, plus you guys delaying my flight and me not picking up my rental car until the next day and all that, I think something should be done. Especially because you're not social distancing on your plane. You're not blocking out any seats. I've flown on Delta, I've flown on Alaskan since this has all started, and they are, and you and American are not. So I really think something should be done.
Okay, you think this is relevant to your current situation, the social distancing situation?
Well, I know that you guys are not supposed to be booking every seat, and yet when I go on Alaskan and when I've flown on Delta, they left middle seats open on the entire flight, unless you were traveling with someone that you live with. You guys are not doing that. No. Unless the plane's completely empty. I took video of it. I can show you. On my first flight, every seat was filled in the plane. Every single seat.
That's because there's a demand for the travel.
But you're supposed to be practicing social distancing. Are you not?
I'm not going to debate it with you.
Okay, Thank you very much, ma'am. I guess I have all the information now that I need, that you guys don't do anything, you're not willing to do anything, so, and you're not willing to transfer me because I did ask you to transfer me, so.
I'm give you additional information?
Can you just transfer me to someone that may help me, please?
I cannot, sir, because your situation doesn't have a place for phone calls.
There you go, everybody. She cannot help me. Thank you very much, ma'am.